How to build muscle without bulking or getting fat. I went from being skinny fat to being jacked. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to build muscle without needing to bulk or get fat. One of the number one, and this is the one you have to focus on the most, is you need to focus on your protein intake. When I say focus on your protein intake, I mean in every single meal that you eat, there has to be a protein source in that meal. So if, for instance, if you're eating a meal, let's say you're eating rice for vegetables, you gotta make sure you have a protein source in that meal. For instance, if it's chicken, if it's beef, you need a protein source in every single meal. And the reason why you need to focus on protein if you're not going to bulk or try to put on weight like that is because whenever you're working out and you're tearing down your muscles, the reason why a bulk is even in place is so that you can have enough calories in order to gain weight. With this, when you're focused on consuming high amounts of protein with your training, your muscles are going to be torn down and broken down, and they need a lot of protein synthesis to recover and build back those muscles to be stronger. So when you're focusing on consuming high proteins, your muscles are going to grow bigger and stronger. It's as simple as that. You need to focus on consuming high amounts of protein. Try to make sure that you're eating about however much you weigh. So, for example, if you weigh 180 pounds, you need to try to be hitting around 180 grams of protein per day. About zero point 0.8 grams to 1 gram of protein per body weight is your protein goal. You need to make sure that you're consuming that amount of protein. And then now the second thing that you need to focus on if you want to build muscle without needing to bulk or get too fat is you need to make sure you're training with high intensity. You need to make sure that you're pushing your limits when you're training, when you're working out. You need to make sure that you're training to failure. Because if you're not training to failure, your muscles are gonna have no reason to adapt and grow. If you're constantly training to failure, your body's gonna take it that it needs to grow. So it's going to grow. It's literally as simple as that. You need to make sure that you're training to failure and that you're training with intensity so that your muscles can break down efficiently. And like I said with tip number one, they can rebuild back with that protein that you're eating. And those are the main two things that you need if you want to build muscle without needing to bulk or get too fat. And some side notes, like obviously you need to get a lot of sleep. That's non-negotiable. 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Obviously with sleep, it's even more important than a protein itself because your muscles need time to recover and to repair to grow back stronger. And before I continue with the next couple of tips, if you are starting your fitness journey and you don't know where to start, you don't know what foods to eat, you don't know what exercises to perform, we've got you covered. Down in the link in the description is where you can build your dream physique. Like I said, if you don't know where to start, you don't know what foods to eat, click that link in the description. We can help you out. Let's help you build your dream physique. And if you want one-on-one coaching, even more help, then DM us. Start on Instagram as well. Everything will be in the link in the description. And then to finalize this video, if you really want to put on muscle without needing to bulk or gain too much weight, you need to make sure you're training with intensity. You're always going to failure. You're always hitting your protein goals. You're eating high amounts of protein. You're getting the right amount of sleep. And you're focusing on your recovery. If you don't have those things in check, then you could just forget about it. It's as simple as that. Make sure you like the video. Comment down below if there's any questions, video ideas that you may want us to implement into the future. Share this video with a friend, a family member who may need this piece of information or advice. Then, lastly, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let us continue growing our community so that we can continue to help as much people as we can. Now, like I said previously, make sure you click the link in the description. Let us help you build your dream physique. And if you want even more help too, we have one-on-one coaching. All you have to do is just DM us the word START on Instagram. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.